Welcome to episode 3. We have the lovely Remy here with us today. We're going to be going through her life, her training, why she trains the way that she does, her career, and how busy she is. But yeah, welcome on and say hello.
Hiya, I'm Remy. I've been at Elevate now for 18 months, I think.
It's about that, yeah, it's about that, I think.
Yeah, 18 months.
Anything else? What do you do?
I'm cabin crew. I work for an airline. So I do a mix of long haul and short haul flights. And I can work, I would say on average, every month, I'd say about 12, 14 days a month. So yeah, a mixture of the lot.
What did you do beforehand? Was it small group, was it normal gym, was it commercial gym, and how did that fit in with the career that you've got?
So I hadn't done anything for a really long time. And then I did a trial at another gym, sort of similar like small group training to this. And I was there for a few months and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the right gym for me. So I came and obviously found this gym. But yeah, I'd come from doing absolutely nothing for such a long time. And I was like, I need to start doing something. Like I'd noticed like changes in my body. And in my job, it's quite easy you eat a lot of shit in my job. So I needed to do something to change myself. So that's when I joined her here.
Just thinking about that, when you said about you eat a load of shit with the job that you have,
yeah.
How does it work? So when you're on a shift, what food, do you get food from the airplane or what do you do, take your own food?
Yeah, so the company do supply us with food. It's obviously...
plain food.
It's just shit food, isn't it? It's aircraft food. It's like chocolate, sweets, crisps. There's obviously so many additives in the food, none of it's fresh. It's obviously, probably got a year sell-by date on it.
Is it like the stale bread? Is it what the customers get?
Yeah, similar, same sort of thing. So I do try and take my own food in, and I definitely find that easier when I'm doing short haul, where I'm flying to the destination and then you fly back straight away. But long haul, I find it more difficult to bring my own food and to eat well. You're away in like an all-inclusive buffet hotel and you don't know how things are cooked and all of that, so you do end up eating a lot of shit and a lot of the stuff isn't fresh. So it is quite difficult to eat really well in the job. Also when you're doing night flights and you're up till, you don't land till 5 a.m. in the morning, you try and like keep yourself awake. So you're sitting there chatting away to the other person and then you end up eating biscuits or eating chocolates just to keep yourself awake because you need to. And you're like, oh gosh, you're so bored, there's nothing to do.
How does that mess up your sleep and everything if you're doing night flights? How does that affect you for the next couple of days?
It really does bug you up for sure. Like if I'm doing like a run of 3 flights, let's say for example, if I get 15 hours of sleep in those 3 days, that's like, oh, that's pretty good. Like, so it's not good. I know it's not good for your body, it's not good for me, but that's a job I do.
That's what you do, yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, so it does affect you, definitely. And you find that then on your days off that sometimes you just think, I need to actually do nothing today. Like there's a lot of times where I land at 2 o'clock in the morning, say, come home, and I could book in here, but I decide not to. I wait until I got my days off, just so that I'm well rested and I'm feeling better.
How does it affect training coming back for the next couple of days after that sleep?
Generally okay, because I try not to come in when I'm working. Like tomorrow I am actually going to have to come in the evening after doing an early morning flight just to fit it in. So I've got no other times to fit it in. Yeah, I really try not to come in when I'm too tired, because I know I'm not going to be able to perform as well as normal. I know I'm not going to be able to. So I just try not to.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking as well, is the fatigue, you can call in on fatigue as well, can't you? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can. You can call in fatigue. So there are times where you look at your roster, you're like, wow, that is the most fatiguing pattern ever. You're going from earlies to lates, and you look at some of the days, you're like, I've got to potentially sleep into like twice in a day. It's really weird. But you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, you see how you feel. And then if you do feel really, really, really tired, you can call in fatigue. So there's no flights, no shifts that are ever less than 8 hours. So even if you're doing like a short flight where you come home at lunchtime, it's still an 8-hour shift. And I've still been awake before that. I've driven to work and I've driven back. So the company have a duty of care that obviously, well, if you're fatigued, you're operating an aircraft at the end of the day. Like you've got to get however many passengers out if there's an emergency or fire or something like that. So that's why that's in place. But yeah, people do take the piss, but I don't.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So next thing is to talk us through, like, if you were to fly, if you have a long haul flight, what does a day look like for that?
So long haul flight, I'll get up early.
What sort of time's that?
Usually around about 5ish.
Okay.
Let's say I'm flying to Mexico, for example, I drop the dog off, get to the airport, you check in about an hour and a half before the flight. You get on board, you do everything you need to do. Passengers on board, then you do your flight. You don't get to really break, so you might get maybe 20-30 minutes to sit on a metal box in the back galley to quickly eat some food before you have to go out again. And then sometimes you might get a little bit of crew rest. So we have bunks up in the top in the aeroplane. So you might, if you're lucky, it depends on the length of day. Yeah, exactly, and the length of the flight. So Cancun, you're looking at a 10-hour flight. So you'd get maybe an hour up there. So that's quite nice. You just actually need to get away from the passengers and just have some quiet time. And if you sleep, bonus. And then you land, and it's five, sometimes 5, sometimes 6 hours behind UK. Yep. So then we land, it's about 10 p.m. UK time by the time we get to our hotel. But because I'm now 5 or 6 hours behind, I want to stay in that time zone. Yep. I then force myself to stay awake. So whether that's you all meet, go to the bar for a drink. Sometimes I end up going to the gym. Sometimes if I feel like really good after getting off that plane, I think, I'll go to the gym, so I don't have to go to bed too early, and then I wake up at 3 a.m. because of your body clock. Because it's all out of sync. So that's like a typical day, like on the plane for me.
And how long would you then stay in Mexico?
Mexico, usually you're just there for one night, so maybe about 20 hours max.
Oh, so it's not. I thought
it's not long.
Okay,
no.
Cool.
We are lucky. Sometimes we do get times where, like this winter, for example, I've been in Barbados a lot, like for a week at a time, 4 days at a time. So that's lovely. That's really nice. That's a bit of a treat. But like going to Mexico, like the 10-hour flight, you're knackered, because then you do it all the next day.
So for Barbados, was that just down to, do they have one flight a week, is it? Or
yeah, a lot of the time it's one flight a week. The reason we look at Cancun's, we fly there every single day in the summer to Cancun. So obviously they're always going to get us back as soon as they can the next day, save money.
Oh, of course, yeah, because you're getting paid whilst you're there as well?
Yeah, we get paid, we obviously get paid a salary, and then every single time we're at work, we're paid every single hour until we're literally back at Gatwick. So yeah, the whole time we're paid.
It's all right then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Have you ever tried, I heard this on a podcast before, if you're flying like to somewhere where it is behind or ahead, they say if you train when you get there, it stops jet lag. I don't know if that's true. As soon as you get off the plane and you get the first thing you go and do to train, is that?
I mean, I have done it a couple of times when I've landed into Cancun, and like I feel like as long as I feel okay, like if I feel absolutely knackered after that flight, I think I can't bring myself to do it. I'll get up in the morning and do it before breakfast. But it did make me feel good. Like the working out down route, it does make you feel good. Even if I get up and I think, it's like 6 a.m, I'll go to the gym and then I'll shower and go to breakfast. It does still set you up for a day. I feel better going to the gym, and I feel better for the flight home than I do not. Than if I just sat in my room and just put Netflix on.
I guess it's been moving and active as well, like you would when you were here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think, well, if I'm not going to be at the gym like as much this week because I'm away, I'll get my sessions in while I'm away.
Cool. So with flying and whatnot, how do you adapt to obviously your diet? I know you were tracking calories before. Yeah. And do you hold more water? Are you bloated sort of after flights, long haul flights? How does that kind of work, and how do you get through that?
I would say the bloating thing is a big issue. You're probably bloated for about a couple of days after a flight, even the short haul flights. Yeah, and you drink a lot of water on these flights because you're so dehydrated. You're constantly drinking. And food wise, I'm not tracking at the moment, but I was, and I do find it difficult because I would have to plan all my meals to take them on board. So it's you're limited with how much you can take through our security. So there's a lot of things that, whereas I'd prepare that at home and eat that, and then obviously I'm like, well, I can't take that with me, and I can't take that with me.
Is there certain foods you can't take through?
Yeah, there's certain things you can't take through. There's obviously so obviously if I was landing into Mexico, for example, as well, you're so restricted on any fresh food, anything. There's sniffer dogs everywhere. You're not allowed to take a single thing, so I'd never take any of my own food.
So you couldn't take a sandwich through to...
No. No, so I could.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
So you have to eat it before you get off the plane.
Eat it before you get off the plane. So like when I do the long haul like that, I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. So they like find an apple in my bag. Like, how much are they going to try and charge me to take that apple through? And I'm like, it's been here. They were like, try and charge you what, $200?
Wow.
So yeah, I just don't bother.
And then obviously most people will track calories over like a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
But if you're flying and then you're going back in time essentially, how do you do it for that?
I would probably just do it in UK, I guess UK time.
You stick to UK
I think
time.
I would stick to a UK time and do it. I suppose if I was only there for like a night, then yeah, I would stick to the UK time to do that probably. And then if I was there any longer, then I would go on to
switch it over. Obviously, you've got your job and you're also studying for nutrition as well.
Yeah.
When was that? September you started?
I started in September, so assuming all goes well, I'll have my exams in October and I'll be done in November, qualified in November.
Okay, 2 questions then. Why did you take that on and why did you start that, and how long does that take you each week on top of everything else?
So nutrition is something I've always been really, really interested in and always kind of thought, oh, I'd like to go into it, but I don't know how and I don't really want to go to university to do it. COVID hit and I was furloughed for a really long time. I didn't go back flying for about 18 months. I did work throughout the whole time. I had like loads of different random jobs, but they were poorly paid. I hated it. I was like, I need to find something else that I can do if flying, if the company ever goes under.
Yeah.
And it sort of put me in that mind space of, oh my God, like it's not a safe business. Like the travel and tourism industry isn't the safest. It was the first thing to stop and the last thing to pick back up in COVID. So I was like, I need to find something else that I'm interested in, that I want to do, that to fall back on, and then maybe eventually as a career. I mean, I don't want to be 60 and getting up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to do a flight. So yeah. I have to find something else that I want to do. And obviously the nutrition's always appealed to me. And I just kept thinking over the years, it will come to me. And I suppose the last couple of years, definitely since being here, I've really thought, yeah, I think I definitely want to get into the nutrition industry and like maybe a fitness industry. So obviously I asked you, I said, look, this is what I want to do, what should I do? And I did actually listen to you and I went on the course that you recommended.
Good.
So, yeah.
And how are you finding it? Is it what you expected or is it harder, easier?
It's actually harder than I expected. Very obviously science and maths based, and they weren't my strongest points at school. So yeah, I'm finding it challenging, but I'm also finding it. I'm learning stuff. Like it's going in, and I'm able to talk about it as well. So that's obviously
that's the thing, isn't it? Like learning it and then actually speaking about it.
Yeah, exactly, and actually
making it as a practical thing as well.
Yeah. So I do about 5 hours a week, 4 or 5 hours a week, maybe. Studying that.
Are they lectures still?
Yeah, they're lectures online, you log in, and then I can obviously do that when I'm away. So a lot of the time I'd be doing that in a hotel room as well. That was quite handy to be able to do that.
So when you're qualified, are you going to stay flying?
Yeah, I will stay flying for sure. I do like it. It's not like I don't hate the job, I like it, I enjoy it. But I was so aware that I needed to find something else to fall back on, and especially because I don't want to be flying when I'm 60. So I needed to find something that I enjoyed that I could fall back on. So I want to go into that, but maybe see how it goes, like part-time, and then step back from flying eventually.
So how many months have you got left?
I'm halfway through, so
it's September, isn't it, the final exam?
September's final exam, so I think we finish up maybe August, I would imagine. So give you like a month to like go over and study anything. Was it a test or was it an exam at the end? It's a full-on exam.
Okay. And then there's a case study, is it? Or
yeah, that's all part of the exam, I think. I think it's I'll learn more. I think it's a case study.
I can't remember what it was.
It's all, and then it's the actual, I think you have to write in a case study, actually write stuff, and then there's the selecting
multiple
the answer, multiple choice, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know, yeah. So if we bring it back around to training, obviously with like your job, your study and all of that, how do you find the sessions sort of work for you best? Obviously they're 45 minutes.
Yep.
How do you sort of do well within that?
Yes, 45 minutes is ideal, I've got to be honest. I try and do 2 strengths and 1 fit a week, if I can fit it all in. I know I don't do like Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays solidly every week because I have to fit it in around when I can actually do it. Yeah, I love the strength training. That's definitely more. I'm better at that than I am the cardio stuff for sure. I just love it. I enjoy it.
You like a fit now, don't you? You've been to a few?
I've been to. Well, it took me a full year to actually go to any fit classes, and then I finally like bit the bullet and I came. And I did warn like Oscar the day before, and I said, I'm coming tomorrow for fit. Like, so I think he did actually go quite easy on me. I think he put a good session on, just to like get me in. And I try and go now once a week if I can, once a week. So I enjoy it. I don't love it. I enjoy it, and I do feel better when I've done it. And I think, well, actually, I do need to start getting my like cardio going, because otherwise I would have just been doing weights.
Just strength, yeah. Okay. Obviously, what would you say to someone? Yeah, what would you say to someone about the excuses they have? Obviously, you're busy.
Yeah.
Everyone else is busy, but like, how do you prioritise training? Do you book it in? That sort of stuff. Yeah.
So I do try and book it all in a week in advance to try and be organised. But as soon as I get my roster a month in advance, and I've got an actual calendar that I write my flights in, and then I will look there and like write down when I can fit in the training. It's just become a part of my life. It's just like, right, okay, there's my flights. Next thing, my training. So it just slotted in, and I don't think of it as a chore. I just think of it as it's just a part of my life. Part of a routine.
Yeah, everyone
without
that's
having
come on
like
and said that so
set
far.
Day routine.
It's all part of your lifestyle rather than I have to do it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You get the choice to do it, and you choose to have it as part of your life.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
Is really
That's
good.
what it is. Yeah, and I enjoy it. And I know for me, I love coming in. The session's up on the board, and it's obviously on the app. I love coming here, not having to think about it, and then you guys will sit here and you'll say, "Oh, Remy, up your weight," or "Oh, you're just not doing that quite right. Do this." Whereas if I went to a normal gym and I just paid 50 quid, I wouldn't use any of the machines. I wouldn't go. I would be finding any excuse under the sun. Like, oh no, I've got a bit of washing to do today. I'm not going to go.
Busy today, yeah.
Yeah, I'm busy. I can't really. I didn't sleep very well. I'm just not going to go. Whereas like this, I'm like, no, like I've got no excuse. I just enjoy it. But yeah, I tell loads of my friends about coming. Like, try and get all of my friends to come here. And I mention it to a couple of people that I know that don't do any workouts, and I'm like, but you don't have to think about it. Like, it's all done. You just come, and if you're not sure how to do something, they'll tell you. And like even the other week when I was moaning about my golfer's elbow, and you showed me that movement with the bar, like you wouldn't get that in other gyms.
No.
You wouldn't get that support. And when I was wanting to track calories, you like told me how many calories to go for and what to do, and my protein target. So, and that was just your advice, and I worked and I did that, and it did make a difference. But you just don't get that at other gyms. You don't get that support at other gyms, like regular gyms.
And I think that's why a lot of people think on price. I think a lot of the time, but then David Lloyd's expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a place to go.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously when you come to a place like this, there's loads about.
Yeah.
You have almost your own team.
Yeah, it's so nice, and you do the social stuff. And when I can go to them, like
you came to the quiz.
I came to the quiz, and I did the Christmas party, and that's really nice. Like, I love that. That's great. So when I can come, I will come.
You come into the barbecue?
Oh, I don't know. That's too far in advance.
It's next month, I think.
Oh, with June?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
Oh, I'm sure Shah said it was anyway.
I know she's put all the dates on. I need to look.
I don't even know. I just tell her what I'm told to. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to go over before? When are you going to be looking for clients? Do you need practice clients? Do you need? Yeah.
So basically, I've been told that I should. I should be looking at clients. So I need to start getting some clients, like to almost like practice on. So yeah, I'm looking for people.
There you go. Cool. All right, I'll leave it there.